Alrighty, so here we are. Perfect.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've never really done landscaping before. This is sort of my first home.
No worries.
So I don't really know like what should be done here other than like I know this stuff needs to be cleaned up. We want to keep the rose bushes.
Mind if I take a few pictures on
Yeah,
it?
yeah, sure.
So you want to keep the rose bushes here?
I think so. Maybe I don't know about this one. I don't know how healthy it is, and it's kind of like I think it's all like leaning over too.
Yeah, looks
So-
like it.
I don't know if that's something worth keeping.
Hello, hi.
But basically, like we want to keep the rose bushes.
Okay.
These ones I think are okay.
Sure.
healthy.
Yeah, they look healthy.
But clean up all of that and just maybe put rocks.
Sounds good. What kind of rocks were we thinking of? Are we thinking about like these river rocks here?
Do they come in white?
I like to put two colors. This is the star with the two colors in design, right?
Two colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do it?
You know, she sees those things on YouTube where it's like, you know, a pattern of colors
And
then,
white
like,
and black or
red and white
gold,
or something like that.
Okay. All right. That's a little bit fancy, but
And
you know.
actually, I like to keep those trees. It's, you know, after grown,
Yeah.
It's so hard to grow the thing,
Yeah, it's
right?
hard
Right,
to grow
no,
this
for
stuff,
sure.
right? Especially, like, this one, yeah. Anyways, yeah, so something like that is probably fine.
So this is crushed gravel, and then this is river rocks.
Yeah, river rocks.
So river rocks would look a little bit more nicer
Yeah.
over here, right?
Yeah, river
Okay.
rocks would be fine.
So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep the rose bush here,
Yeah.
and we're gonna just pretty much remove all the weeds and remove all the grass here as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So once we remove all the grass, once we remove all the weeds, we're gonna just
And
go
we
ahead
can
and
put some small bushes over there, right?
No, I don't think so.
no,
You need to?
just keep it like just clean, right?
Yeah, because we have these ones here already, right? It's just gonna clash.
You don't want to make
Too
it
much.
overcrowded.
Yeah, it'll be too much. Either you remove all of this and put the bushes, or yeah, I don't want the bushes.
There's a big space behind it, right? That's why.
No,
Maybe a small bougainvillea or something.
no, just
Small
do the rock.
bush.
Oh, no.
So we'll go ahead and take this out, put fabric, and we're gonna put the river rocks right around
Okay.
around here. Would that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
So none of this stuff, like there won't be any grass underneath the.
No, we're gonna take it right
Everything
out.
out,
The only thing that's staying is the rose bushes,
bushes, yeah.
and then everything's gonna be just rock, like river rocks.
River rocks. Okay.
And then coming in around here, what's our idea
I guess
here?
just cleaning this up. I don't really. This is not really our side.
Over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got a bunch of ivy there. Do you want us to just like take out the ivy?
I think so.
Okay.
Just remove it and like prevent it from growing back.
Try and spray it with some chemicals.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds
Because
good.
we don't really like our side is the other side, so we don't really walk through here anyways. This is just their. They have an entry for their side, but we don't do anything on this side.
Gotcha.
So we just needed to be cleaned up completely.
Gotcha. So we'll remove all these ivy here, remove all the horsetail weeds, and just tidy it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we adding anything here, or just leaving it be?
What can you add here?
I mean, it's pretty much just a walkway path.
Oh, walkway. No, we
So
don't
it's
need the
just-
walkway. We need the walkway on the other side.
Okay.
But yeah, because this is not our. We don't actually use this side.
Okay. So we'll just keep it.
Just clean it. Yeah.
Yeah, clean it up. Okay.
How about this one? This one, remove it, and we can put some bushes over here.
I don't want any bushes so much.
Yeah, Ma, you have to put it.
No, Mama, it's totally like
When you do the
clashing with this.
cleanup, you can put
Does
one,
this
two
stay
bushes
throughout
there,
the
Amma,
year?
colourful.
No, usually throughout the fall and winter season, it kind of goes
Cut
dormant.
A little bit, that is going to be
And then it loses its color during the winter, and then it blossoms again during the springtime, like what it is now.
So it'll be like this through the whole summer?
More or less. Yeah, and it'll slowly start to dissipate, and kind of, all the leaves will start to shed.
What's this? What is this called? Is this hydrangeas?
I don't think it's hydrangeas. It's a different type of plant. Forgot the name, but
Okay.
yeah. Did you want to keep this,
You
or
want to keep this, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
keep
we'll
it?
keep it.
And keep the roses here as well?
roses here.
Yeah, except like, what do you like? You lift it up and then like, what do you do with this?
Put
Because it's
the-
just like falling over right now. I think.
I mean, we can
Yeah,
prune
and
it.
then you can-
Usually, you're supposed to prune these roses once a season, so that it doesn't get too overgrown. It doesn't flap over.
Yeah, and so these will be pruned as well.
Yeah, we can go ahead and prune that back a little bit for you, so it's not overhanging the
Yeah.
sidewalk.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead
then
and
put the organizer or something and tie with the, right?
Yeah.
We did at the backyard, you can do something like that.
Sounds good.
Put it up and
So same thing, just cleaning this up and just putting the river rock then underneath.
So we'll go ahead and remove the grass
Yep.
here, and then fabric, and then river rocks all along
Yep,
here
all
as
the way
well.
around here, right?
Gotcha. Remove all the grasses, put river rocks. It looks like half your neighborhood block here just did the same.
Yeah.
That's what they did, right?
Yeah.
They just,
Yeah, we actually did.
it's low maintenance, you know.
குட்டி குட்டி bushes இருக்குமா அப்படியே நேருக்கு வச்சு விடலாம்.
Mama, I'm not doing that.
I want to do that.
What?
That's so nice. And full
But
pillar
then
வந்து
you need to get rid of those
the
plants.
colorful bushes அதுல இருக்கு பாரு சின்ன அந்த மாதிரி வைக்கலாம் இல்ல green bushes.
Is there any room for putting in bushes here?
Where exactly?
Clean up, you
Maybe
will
around here?
If you wanted to, I mean, it's a bit crowded
Yeah,
already
it is, yeah.
with this big tree, big bush. You know, it might look like a jungle
Yeah, exactly,
if
yeah.
you add more bushes.
Mom, I'm gonna
Something
get
low
Mom to
maintenance
remove
and
this
simple,
tree
you know.
here. Just remove
Hey, how are you? Good,
it.
good.
What do we do?
Keep it. I don't know. I guess you trim it, right?
Yeah, you can prune the tree.
Downside you can clean,
Just on this
clean
side
it.
here.
Yeah, here. Up in here, you can cut it down, right?
Yeah, if you wanted to, you know, trim the tree a little bit, prune some of the branches, we definitely can. You know, if it's a little bit too big for you, then you can kind of, you know, lower down the height and just give it a nice shape all throughout. So,
Yeah, okay. And so this one here, I think we'll get rid of this bush here.
okay, so this bush right here, we'll go ahead and take
Okay,
out and remove.
Yeah. And just fill the hood.
Either
And just fill it.
No, Mama, just
I
leave
don't
it.
want you to do that. They trim பண்ணி வடிவ நீட்டா விடு.
No, this one's not even growing anything. I don't know what it's growing. What is this exactly?
Sometimes some little seedlings kind of get popped in, and then a wild bush just kind of appears out of nowhere. Might be this one.
So this is a wild bush?
It seems like it.
Looks like it. Okay. Yeah, no, I'd just rather remove it and
All right. And we'll just fill it with the
we'll
rocks.
just fill it with river rock, yeah.
So remove all the grasses up until this point right
Yeah,
here.
so here, so this is what we need a pathway for. So we've cleared this area to just lay down stones.
Okay.
Um,
Like river rock stones or
no,
what?
The slabs.
Oh, the slabs. All right. The square slabs or like this?
Square.
Okay.
Yeah, just the back there.
All the way down there. And it's just kind of like, obviously like spacing in between, right? So you can,
If you space it, will like weeds come through there?
well, in between we can fill it with, fill it with gravel or sand or river rocks or, you know, yeah, like this stuff, right? Because usually a common approach when you lay down slabs would be like, you know, like a little spacing in between. Because when, you know, when people walk, right, this is,
Yeah.
and then in between, you know, we can, yeah, just refill it with gravel here, you know, so.
How do you ensure that the rocks, the stones don't move?
Well, usually we put like a sand base underneath.
You do the sand base.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just to kind of, you know, keep it a little bit sturdy so it's not wobbling, right? So.
Yeah. So will you fill all that area there and make it kind of? We want like obviously an even pathway, right, to walk.
Yeah. Well, it seems like. Did you guys like push
Yeah,
this
we
to the
pushed
side?
all this to the side.
Okay, so we can just like push it back in once we install the slabs,
Mm,
because it's like very elevated along the sides, right? So I mean, I'm not sure what your idea was.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can move it back. It just needs to be like level. The problem is it's not leveled right now.
Yeah, it's
so,
a bit like slopey, right?
yeah,
So
especially back there.
yeah, so we'll have to bring in like you know, some sand just to smooth it out, grade it, even it out, so it's a little bit more of a even slope, you know. So.
Okay, so what you will give me a quote on this? How much this is gonna cost?
Sure. I'm just gonna have to measure it out and see how much materials we need to bring in. So.
A little bit of ivy on that side.
Sorry, I'm just gonna take a step
Oh,
here.
sorry.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20. All right, so counting about 30 slabs. All right. Alrighty. Perfect. So you're gonna need about like 30 slab
Yeah.
stepping stones.
Yeah.
So. And then the backyard here got a small.
Yeah. What is your suggestion on what we should do here?
Yeah. So you know.
Low maintenance. Like we don't really. Like it's such a small patch of grass. I don't really want to mow this. Like it's not worth it, right? Like.
Especially if you're gonna turn the front into more rocks,
Yeah,
right?
it's just not worth it.
So you can definitely match the same kind of look as you have in the front, and remove this grass, and have like a river rock garden area here.
Yeah, I think that's what we do probably.
Keep it plain, simple, low maintenance, hassle free.
What can you plant in the back here?
Yeah, I'm seeing some sunlight hitting the lawn here, so I think if you wanted to plant a few shrubs, bushes, or something of that sort, I think it'll survive here in the back. So that's definitely an option for you to consider as well.
So you would just fill the whole thing with river rock, or would there be like some sort of design or something?
Up to you. I mean, whatever you like, we can kind of accommodate, right? So you just tell us what you'd like to do, and then we can go ahead and get that going for you. So.
If we wanted a small patch just to do like a little bit of gardening, where would we put that patch? Because it's just an awkward. This is where it is. The rose is kind of in an awkward position.
For sure.
But I don't want to necessarily. I don't want to uproot that because it's already there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe somewhere in the corner there, we can have like a rectangle row of garden patch.
Okay.
Fill it with topsoil,
Yeah.
and then you can do as you please with it. Plant some, I don't know, vegetables or plant shrubs, whatever you'd like.
Okay.
And then the rest can just be like a river rock, area. So that's kind of one idea there.
What about turf? Do you do
Like
that?
artificial turf?
Yeah.
We don't do artificial turf. However, like I work with a colleague
He does it.
who does synthetic grass. I can put you in contact with him if that's something that you want to consider as well. So
Yeah. And then this is also just putting down cement is also an option then, right?
yes,
You would be able to do that, or you?
for hardscaping, I work with a hardscaping company who does the cement.
Oh, who
And,
does the cement?
yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. Well,
There's also a tree at the front.
at the front here.
Whatever.
Okay.
That needs some trimming.
Some trimming. Okay. Over along here.
it's
Just
by the
yeah.
front of the wall.
Okay.
Anything like that.
I'll take a look. Yeah. Oh yeah, the cedar tree.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to lower down the height, or what's your idea?
Mostly just like move it away from the house.
Oh yeah,
So
just
it's
like trim it away from the house, right?
Yeah.
Because it's
Maybe-
kind of
maybe lower it. I don't know.
lower it. Yeah. It's kind of encroaching too much
Yeah.
towards the house, right? Okay. No worries. We'll give it a good haircut for you.
Do that little like circular thing right in front of that door.
Sorry, say that again.
Is there anything we could do with this?
This?
Yeah. It's,
I mean, it's kind of like the yeah, it's city's kind of thing that they use. They would need to access it in case.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, can we? I don't know. Like having that handle there is dangerous. The previous owners did hammer this down so we don't trip on it. But
Oh yeah, yeah. They weren't even supposed to hammer it down because the city
Okay,
uses it to
yeah.
lift it. I don't
I mean,
know.
isn't
Maybe
that a tripping hazard?
it is a tripping hazard. Yeah.
Then who would be liable for that?
I mean, that's the city.
Are they?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a weird spot,
Yeah.
right? It's kind of like out in the open, out of
Well, I
all
guess
the.
they didn't put the fence, so maybe they're not. I don't know. But
It's weird. Maybe contact the city and see what kind of options we can kind of come up with, right?
So what is the cost difference between doing this and the river rock?
Cement would be significantly more.
Yeah.
I don't do the pricing for cement work, but I can put you in contact with my colleague, and he can give you pricing on it. But yeah, off the bat, I can say that the river rocks would be more of a less expensive option, more of an economical approach as well. But yeah, I mean, I can get you a price on this too if you wanted later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're kind of between this